Now, now let me talk some more about me and Tattoo's spiritual connection. Um, NASA just flipped the script on me. I don't know what that little nigga hiding, but it's like he might be bootlegging my shit too. Our shit. Because let me say when Kelly set me up, the first time I went to the mental hospital at Constancia's house, set up. It's complete setup. The first time I went, he was there for me. I mean, now I know his personality is like, these kids will do anything for social media clout. Anything. Do anything for clout. Do anything for clout. Do anything for clout. Do anything for clout. I mean, that's really how Nasser moves. So, when it wasn't productive for him, he fucked me over. Because when I got to Savannah and I was like calling, yo, what's up? You know, Muna's got a message. You know, we had this whole relationship based on channeling Muna and channeling different spirits. Like XXXTentacion. He would always ask me, can you channel XXXTentacion spirit for me? And I would pass him messages. Can you channel Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Tracy, Trippie Redd, like all these artists that he was into. I was his go-to psychic for that shit. Even when I first got here, he would come and say, does X have a message for me? He would always come to me for that shit. And I commonly, you know, it's just a part of my life. Like, I just know how to do it. My Uncle Clarence used to do that shit. I didn't understand it. And growing up Jehovah's Witnesses, I thought, like, that's some witchcraft right there. I didn't know that it was like the normal way that people communicated years ago. Think about great civilizations like Persia, Egypt, those huge empires in Madagascar, the Great Wall of China. How did those people communicate? They were telepathic. They had psychic abilities. They had embedded intuitive power, cell phone quality shit. Way back then, there's no way those great civilizations could be built. There's no way think about military planning. How would you plan sieges and raids when you got 1,000 soldiers and shit like that? They had to be channeling the messages out to groups of people when they didn't have cell phones or walkie-talkies. With the way people treat me with this whole telepathy thing and talking to Sartu and Muna, it's like nothing happened before the telephone. Nothing happened. Nothing. There was no kind of communication protocol before electronic communication. And that's just impossible. The Roman Empire. These are great civilizations. And they had the wars and the different battles that waged between these huge entities. That's the only thing that I could call them entities. These people were communicating in ways that everybody doesn't understand now. And you need to back the fuck up off of people that say that they're psychics. It's really that simple. And psychics are isolated. And the thing is, with the whole twin flame concept, I see a lot, there's so much numerology when it comes to me and Sartu's relationship. There's so much numerology with me and Muna Ahmed. That's the thing. And it was like, let me talk about my relationship with Muna. It was like clockwork. Clockwork. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like there was no need to keep a record of anything. When she couldn't channel me anymore because I got fucked up with a lot of really horrible people in the Atlanta graffiti community, then she started texting me again from her deathbed. And then it's like I feel horrible about that to this day. It's like the last day I had a chance to talk to her, she said, I'll see you next time. And because I had to get Coral. Because I was always under the gun at Parkside Elementary if I was late picking her up that she could get sent to foster care in so many words. And they were called defects on me. Defects. It's like, give fathers a chance. This government is misandric. In other words, misandry. And I asked so many people, do you know what the word misandry means? They say no. Do you know what the word misogyny means? So few people know. It's like people dumb as fuck in this country right now. Dumber than a motherfucker. That's how we say it in the Savannah. It's like people dumber than a motherfucker these days. It's really fucked up that people don't have broad vocabularies. It's really Cause you don't read. It's like you like just scroll on some pictures and like listen to some bullshit and some ads and things. I stopped. I've been using ad disablers since the about 2004, 2005, because I noticed how distracted I was and I couldn't read anything. So the thing is, the intensity of the ad campaigns has increased with technology and understanding of how human beings respond to online stimuli. So people are more zoned out and zombified than ever. It's really the land of the walking dead. I mean, Vanessa Warner is abducting a child and saying, it's mental problems, ugly ass bitch. It's like and also I talk in the way I talk. I want to keep my child on the map. I want to see Coral again. I do not want this to be some Ellis Island shit where I never see my daughter again. What Ellis Island is, America, dumbass people, is where the Statue of Liberty sits. That's where the European Jews came in during World War II, many Italians and whatnot. A lot of those people never saw their children or wives or anything again. And those people are sitting up in New York City. The descendants of those people inhabit Philadelphia and New York, and they stupid ass kids on SoundCloud just getting by because they white. That's it. They don't know shit about how they got here. And we don't talk about the history. Nobody wants to talk about it. So I post things. It's like I love sharing information on the internet because my family enjoys the information I share. Like the fact that Okinawa. My uncle Clarence Maxwell served in Okinawa. So it's like when I read about the fact that there was matricide in Okinawa because of the fear of American soldiers raping the women, they killed their mothers so they wouldn't be humiliated. That's so, I don't know what the sadistic honor killings, I don't know, but that shit was deep. So I posted it on Facebook. That's it. And Zuckerberg won't even let me post. They canned my account. Zuckerberg, it's like psychic communication is real. It is like the word psychic is a trigger word. Uri Geller, there's all sorts of people that have been talking about this shit for years. Oprah has been talking about this shit for years. So the thing is this, people know the culture in this part of the world, so they could be dishonest. They could say something psychically or do something in the real world and say, I didn't say that. But the thing is, this is what Bill looked at me and said that shit. Now let's go back to me and Nasser. So me and Nasser have this established relationship. He will call me and say, can I talk to my sister? That's what Nasser would do before whatever corrupted him. I don't know if it was Xanax. So it's like I still have mercy on the motherfucker. But a lot of these kids in these suburbs fucked up on Xanax. It's in the music. It's all in the music. And it's like people like they don't want to fuck with SoundCloud rappers. It's like them your children. It's like listen to them SoundCloud rappers so you can know what your children going through. That's what parents need to be responsible for and do. Believe me, I have a Roblox account. I need to play Roblox. Maybe I can find Coral. That's what we were supposed to do because Coral communicates with me psychically. So, okay, I have a whole nother story with Coral and psychic communication with Sartu. It's a pretty funny story. But so, okay, Nasser would come to me and say, can I talk to my sister? And so I channel Moon and I got good at it. It's like, okay, it's like this woman's spirit is being passed through me. Like, what was that? Like, and then he would say, how did you know that? Like, you see, he would tell me constantly, you're saying things that are impossible for you to know because I explained the premise of my relationship with Muna. I'm telling him personal shit. I'm telling him about family members who are in Ethiopia and shit. I'm telling him about inner workings of his household that he knows I knew nothing about. So yes, Nasser is very aware of psychic communication. Now, our relationship with Sartu. I could never get Sartu on the phone, and Nasser was always furious about me posting that picture in front of Muna's mural, Muna's Michael Jackson ass memorial. So I'm suspicious of the fact that if people are able to see those children and all those people in that photo, the whole slavery thing and how Sartu is being held captive will be revealed. And the thing is, I'm saying Sartu is a slave and shit, and ain't nobody saying nothing to me. There's something wrong. Somebody would come. I'm like a mile away. A mile away. A mile away. So yes, I'm concerned. I am highly concerned. Because like I said, Sartu would kick my ass. Ass. Like, I can't even do nothing. She put her hands on me and I like freeze and just, it's like a zombie or some shit. It's my wife. That's my wife. That is my wife. So, I'm posting to try to find her on Facebook, and if she's channeling me messages that she's being raped, it's like, I know that I can't verify it because I can't communicate with her. I can't touch her. I can't touch her. I can't see her. And I remember, let's go back to, and one of the first things people do when somebody say holler rape is throw them in the mental hospital. That's what Constantine and Kiva did when I started finding evidence that they helped sell Erica with Matt Field. I told him Matt Field sold Erica. He told me, that's a dumb white boy joke. Huh? How do you respond to something like that with that? And next thing you know, I'm in the mental hospital after I find Erica's pimp's number in their family telephone. Huh? What's wrong with Constancia Reba and Akiva Johnson? And then I'm wondering if Kenya Scholes out in Nevada is getting kickbacks because she's telling me, she's spreading rumors around the internet that I murdered Erica. It's like, no wonder I can't get a job. It's like, I'm surrounded by horrible people. It's like, give me Sartu, let me get Coral, and leave us the fuck alone. That's it. And somebody help me make contact with Erica some Donahue, Jerry Springer type way so that I could just say hi. How are you? Are you safe? And get a good vibrational feel on her. I'm living publicly. So it's like, if you gotta keep your face covered, there's something wrong. I can show my face. I have no shame in my face because I speak truth. I speak the raw truth. Like Sky Zoo say, the easy truth. It's easy for me to show my face. Adverse possession. I'm telling the truth. I've been in this house 3 months now. I'm not acting like I own this place. It's like I have to be served an eviction and I have to be given time to move. So I'm living here comfortably while I try to get a job, get my Social Security leveled out, make contact with my wife, get my daughter situated. It's like I can't even talk to her. I've gotten off subject. Let me get back to the whole me and Nasser's relationship with Sartu post-mural. I ask about Sartu every single time. It's like, I've been respected their beliefs. I'm like, this is a Muslim family. And see, Muna had her own way of doing things. Muna cut all of her family out of our relationship. And that's common for Middle Eastern women to do in Islamic households. It's common because they meddlers and they don't read the Quran. It's literally that simple. Most Muslims don't read the Quran and don't know that Jesus is the Messiah and is even mentioned in the Bible. Most Muslims are dumb as rocks. Just get in the fucking book, read the fucking manual, then you get mad at me. Read the fucking manual, Muslims, and then get mad at me. Jesus is the Messiah. Now, I asked Nasser about Sartu. I said, how's she doing? She's just been speaking. She just sits in her room and speaks to spirits all day. In other words, she's channeling. She's a psychic. That's what that means. That's how she communicates with me. How's Sartu doing today? She said she felt your spirit today. And the thing is, I knew I had a conversation with her. And my faith was weak at that time. Because it's like I just couldn't. I was all mixed up. Saskia Verkiel took advantage of me in that way. And I was shown this trick where you take your index finger and you place it on an image and then you can communicate with the person if you have those intuitive powers. And these are things, this shit been going on for millions of years. When I'm getting to understand the Somalian culture now that I know that that's where I originate, like, from long ago when we settled this land in the pre-Columbian era, because all of Africa is Ethiopia, but my family originates in East Africa. The caveman drawings, as I'm discerning them, I'm like, they were communicating. And it was no, those people had sentient communication. That's how they build those huge empires. I mean, the hieroglyphics in Egypt, the Egyptians look like this. This is how they look. They was not no Arabs like you see today. They was like us. Cleopatra looked a lot like Muna or Sartu or my mother. Possibly he out in good health. I don't know. But anyway, but NASA gave there was other instances where NASA would say give confirmation that Sartu had somehow mentioned me in the time frame and the conversation that we had in our head and the activities that I did or participated in. This is during the phase where we were not as close because we spent a lot of time apart. Sartu gave Muna time to be with me. So I got fucked up because Muna had a lot of fucked up people in her life that fucked me up, like Matt Field. So I don't know. Long story short, I want to see my wife. It's like we are telepaths. The twin flame community does not talk. Everybody's white, so it's hard to get support. It's really hard. I'm trying to, because it's like people in the twin flame community are telepaths. They know how to communicate. They can communicate with Sartu in the same way that I do. So, I'm submitting requests to certain groups and can't get in. It's like, why am I blocked out of so much online shit, specifically on Facebook? Facebook and Instagram are the same things. And I found out today that Sartu told me she didn't know about Thaka 1980. She said, I didn't even see the message that you left from the account until a long time after. So I don't know what it is with me, but even some of the timestamps have been changed on Muna Ahmed's photos. They are photos that are dated like 2012 and shit, like cancer photos. I'm like, huh? She did not have cancer in 2012. She's a girl. She didn't get diagnosed with cancer until she was 16, osteosarcoma. So I'm like, the timestamps have been tampered with. I don't know what I got involved with. I have no idea. But I'm not killing myself. Some days I want to give up. But then I find the motivation. There's many people that talk to me. Nene Leakes has channeled me. It's like, and the thing is, people are like, you ain't talking to Nene Leakes. Ain't no way you talking to Nene Leakes. The thing is, if I'm talking about a form of communication where you can look at an image, if my user account is getting attention, my picture is on it, and somebody's emotions get involved in the story that a woman was sold into prostitution, a child was just randomly taken into defects custody over a back massager and some horseplay that was non-sexual, and these women got kids. And a lot of these women, Tiny TS communicated with me. Gucci Mane has communicated with me. Me and Gucci Mane from the same neighborhood. I mean, I didn't grow up in 30034, and I don't have coronavirus. I didn't grow up in 30034. Well, I did in a sense because we're always being reborn. So I'm still from Decatur. Carrie Hilson knows what's up. I'm from Decatur. I spent like 16 years in Decatur. And I own a house and every fucking thing. And your attitude is why you can't. There's nothing wrong with my attitude. If you tell me what you want done, it's done. If you need help figuring it out, I can help you. It's like, somebody, please help me get my Social Security. Please help me get a lawsuit from the Alpharetta Police Department who said, if you don't want to get noosed, don't come to the Avalon. This is sick. I'm living in the Twilight Zone.